my journey. And little by little, I started seeing change. And within a month, I had already dropped 20 pounds. I'm like, oh my God, this is some hot diggity stuff. I couldn't do it alone. And this girl who I had no idea who she was, started helping me, and she interviewed me and she asked me questions like, what do I like? Do I like cardio? Do I have any, injuries? What kind of foods am I attracted to? So I figured she took the time to know me, so why not give it a try? And what the hell, I have nothing to lose. So, little by little, I started dropping, and I went to my doctor, and this is when I had my aha moment, because after 7 years, he told me, this is the first time you come here and you have no cholesterol. Every year I went for my physical, I always had cholesterol. So he asked me, like any doctor will ask you, what have you changed? That, you flipped. It's different now. And I used to walk around with my little packets because, of course, working in corporate America, that was sometimes my lunch. I didn't want to pay the $12.50 every single day buying lunch. So I used to have this little packet with me, and I showed him, and he's like, this is amazing. You actually have all the nutrients and vitamins, and it's all natural. You know what? Keep drinking it. So long story short, after 3 months, I actually lost 50 pounds. I have been drinking this amazing Shakeology for the past 3.5 years. I just went back for my physical and cholesterol free still. And he actually was the one who told me, use this as your supplement and stop taking supplements because all the vitamins are in here. So I was actually introduced to the opportunity because she told me, she's like, hey, you know what? You're doing so amazing. You should give this a try because you're such a natural. And for me, when I first started, I was like, all right, whatever, sign me up. I get discounts. Like, I'm good for that. Who doesn't like a discount? But little did I know, after I got introduced to the team and people started asking me, well, what are you doing? Because of course, what happens? Everyone in your surroundings start asking questions. What are you doing? Oh my God, you're disappearing. And I was sharing this just like, you will go to a movies or to a restaurant and you fall in love with it. What do? You share it. So I started sharing this opportunity, and all of a sudden, all these people started joining me. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm making some money on the side. So I was, in corporate America, working my full-time job from 9 to 5. And of course, being a mom, I was like, I want to be at my healthiest because I want to have the energy to play with my kids, because I used to come home tired from work and I didn't have the energy, to do the homeworks and do all this stuff with them. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. So to go into who we are from all different walks of life. I worked in hospitality in corporate America. We have in our team who are lawyers. We have doctors. We have nurses. We are from all over. We have administrators. We have people that, come from different background and different industry and love the job. I actually love my job. I could still sit here today and say I loved what I did. So we come from different walks of life, and it's just on what your dream and purpose is. So my dream was that after I saw this opportunity and I saw the potential, I wanted to pay it forward because, oh my goodness, I couldn't sit in hospitality and said, I'm saving a life. I was sitting there training on systems, and, it's amazing because I love training, but it felt so good when someone used to call me that I helped and told me, because of you, I no longer have to be on my diabetes pills, like, pre-diabetic, and, you helped me with my journey. You helped me with the eating right. And all I did was I paid it forward. I just shared what made me feel good. I was a huge promoter of it because I saw the change in me and I wanted to share it with the world. So anytime anybody asked me, I'm like, this is what I did. And I feel amazing, and just let me help you feel the same way, because I don't know about you, but as a mom, I used to look in the mirror and I used to hide because I didn't like the person staring back at me. And I remember when I got pregnant, going to my OBGYN, him telling me, say goodbye to your curves because you'll never see them again. You become a mom and you lose those curves and you never see them again. I am here to tell you that I went back to him, and of course, when you do a physical, and I told him, you remember that day when I first got pregnant, you told me say goodbye? I'm like, well, I said hello. And he was like, well, I'm so proud of you that you proved me wrong. And, it's been an amazing opportunity. I've been able to change not only my life for the better, because hello, this is the only body that we have. It's the temple, the only temple that we have that we should always take care of, because we can just go to another body. And, having this opportunity, being able to pay it forward and being able to help other women just like me, other mommies that work in corporate America, and, being able to just make a little extra money on the side, it has helped a lot. I'm able to cover a lot of bills. I actually was able throughout, build my organization and build my business to match my salary. So it's all dependent on you, how far you want to take it and how big your dreams are. But we come from everywhere, all over, all different types of careers.
But before you keep on going, I just want to say Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. Every coach's income is a result of their diligence and hard work and effort.
Exactly. I was going to actually take the disclaimer and copy it under comments.
No, we have to say that because it's really hard work. I mean, we don't want anyone to come to us thinking that this is a get-rich-quick scheme. You get what you put in.
And if you heard me right, I said it took me 2 to 3 years to get where I am today. Mm-hmm. So, and that was me putting my kids to sleep at 9 o'clock at night and me getting down and dirty to work. I will work from 9 p.m. all the way to midnight. But my dream and my goals were big. Like I stated a goal and I said I wanted to quit corporate America because I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom and be present for my kids. So I made it happen. I worked very hard to be where I am today.
And that's cool because we get your perspective because you're this corporate mom. And then we're ending with Rosie, who right now is stay-at-home mom of 3 little kids. I guess I'm somewhere in the middle. So like I said earlier, my name is Audrey Robles. I started out as a challenger 4.5 years ago. I had just had my second baby. He was 6 months old, and I knew it was time to go back to the gym because like Darlene, I wasn't happy with myself. I didn't want to look in the mirror. I didn't want my husband to look at me. I just wasn't happy. Being a mother is the most fulfilling thing in the world, but it's really easy to put ourselves last. And when we put ourselves last, we stop eating right, we stop working out, and there's even some kind of guilt for taking that time for ourselves. But like Darlene said, we have to take care of ourselves. This is the only body that we have. And the happier we are, the happier we'll be with our husband and our kids, the more we'll be able to give back. So when Adrian was 6 months old and my oldest one was 2 years old, I decided that I needed to do something. And realistically, I didn't have time to go to a gym. I mean, I can't even shower without having them waiting outside the door for me. So just the idea of traveling to a gym, waiting for an elliptical machine and traveling back home and who was going to watch them, it just wasn't going to happen. Plus, I was working 50 hours a week. I was tired. So my friend invited me to her challenge group. And I had watched her for a while talking about it and drinking something called Shakeology, which is what I have right here. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. I'm going to eat a cheeseburger if I want to. And I really don't care that much about being fit. But I did. So when she invited me, I was like, okay, fine, I'll join. And I ended up joining in September of 2012. And I was so excited because it was perfect for me. I had worked out with trainers before. I had gone to the gym. But after I would walk out, after paying all that money and then walk out of the gym, I would go eat pizza or pasta. And then being an introvert, I loved the fact that I was in this private challenge group with other women just like me, with other moms going through it. It had a schedule. I would come home after work. I would do my workout from the comfort of my own home, and I would go right back to being with my kids. I had a meal plan to follow. I had this to drink, my Shakeology, which is delicious, because honestly, I used to have Fruit Loops for dinner. That used to be my dinner. So finally, I found a solution that worked for me. And here's what started to happen. My first week, I was down 5 pounds. By the end of the first month, I was down 10 pounds. Everyone was asking me what I was doing because like Darlene said, I was sharing. I was so excited about the way I was feeling and being able to do it from home and connecting with these other moms. And I'm like, I have to tell everybody about this. So everyone's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I kept sending them to my coach. But meanwhile, I was motivating them because I was sharing what I was eating. I was like posting my Flex Friday pic every Friday. So then, guys, what started to happen is that my family and I, we were living paycheck to paycheck. And I kept asking God for an opportunity to help bring home more money for my family. I was already like looking on Etsy, trying to figure out what I could sell to make more money for my family. And then I thought to myself, well, wait a second, God put this opportunity in my hands. I love helping people. I love the way I feel. Well, maybe if I became a coach myself, it could also help me stay accountable to my goals, and I could make that extra money that my family needed. So I signed up to become a coach 1 month into my challenge group. I still wasn't at my goal weight, but what we do is motivate people. So I was already motivating people. And thank God that happened, because that same week my husband lost his job and paycheck to paycheck became just me. And I saw myself in a situation with over $12,000 in credit card debt, wondering how I was going to buy groceries for my family, wondering how I was going to hold it all together when we couldn't even hold it all together before then. So in this business, we talk about having a why. It's not just showing up and trying to make some extra money. It's knowing that at the end of the day, we're serving other people. So we need to have that why that gets us up and gets us going when things get hard. And my why at that point was to take care of my family through this new opportunity that I fell in love with. And my first week as a coach, I made $337. And again, I am going to say that Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. Every coach's income is a result of their own due diligence and effort. So that's what I made my first week. And ever since then, it's just been an increase. In 2015, I hit the 6-figure mark with this business, which I still do part-time, because my full-time job is that I help run the finances for the books for my family business. And since it's my family, I can't exactly get up and leave it. But because of the freedom I've bought with myself with my Beachbody business, I've been able to cut down to I go 20 hours a week just to overlook things. But this is my full-time business. So there's a quote that says that, while working on your full-time job, you're making your part-time, your full-time. And that's what happened to me. So fast forward to today, wow, all the things that we've been able to do, including last August, we were able to take our boys for my eldest fifth birthday on a cruise, 4-day cruise, Disney cruise to the Bahamas, followed by 3 days in Disney World. Cash. Flights, everything paid for, cash. Something that I never, ever, ever thought I was going to be able to do, because I remember going to Disney.com, trying to book that vacation and crying and feeling like a disappointment as a mom because I couldn't make that happen for my kids, because we just couldn't afford it without putting it on a credit card. And to now being able to say to myself, anything that I want to do for my kids, I'm able to do it. And including giving. When my brother's wedding happened last September, and to be able to give him the gift that I wanted. We were able to give him a new stove for his kitchen. And I remember when I was getting married, all that went on a credit card that took us a couple of years to pay off. So this opportunity not only helps you stay in the best shape of your life, and you get to meet some amazing people like Rosie and Darlene, but you're able to build a legacy for yourself and your family, and you're able to give so much more to others that are in need. So how exactly does this work? What do we do? What does it look like? Well, as coaches, we lead by example. So we're going to invite you on a fitness journey with us. So that means that we have to lead that as well. So at 5 o'clock in the morning, I wake up to do my workout, and I post a video about my workout. Some of you have probably seen my workout video, or have seen Darlene and Rosie's, or anyone, or the coach who invited you on this call. You've seen those workout videos. You've seen those workout pictures. So part of what we do is sharing our journey, because like I said, we lead by example, and we want to be there to motivate you, to inspire you. And by our lifestyle, you see, all of us are moms, we're wives, we lead busy lives, by showing by showing you that we're able to do it, that's going to motivate you and show you that there's a path that you can follow, because we're walking it before you, we're walking it for you. So what I do basically is from there, I connect with other moms just like me who want to start a journey, who want to feel healthier, who want to learn how to make healthier foods for their kids and fit that time in to work out. So we invite you guys into what's called our challenge groups, which are private accountability groups. And I hold you responsible for what you said you wanted to do. So if you come to me and you have a goal of losing 20 pounds or 5 pounds, whatever, just toning up or maybe gaining weight, whatever that is, we have tools that are going to help you get there. And we're going to be there for you every step of the way to show you how to do it. And that's first thing. That's the most important thing that we do. And then on the business side, when you have a story like we do, where you fall in love with what you're doing, you fall in love with the people that you meet, with the opportunity, the way you are able to inspire people. Like, I'm able to change women's lives every single day. And I love that. Every day I wake up excited to be able to do that because I know it's a gift. So when you meet people like that come into your challenge groups to have an amazing transformation and they want to become a coach, then you help them on the business side to meet their goals. Like Rosie, for example, I just gave her a huge shout out yesterday because she has 12 consecutive months helping at least 3 women a month start on their own fitness journeys. And that's incredible because Rosie, I've seen her growth as a person, and I know that her heart is full being able to help other people. So that's just part of what we do. And the community that you come into is amazing. And the best thing about it is that you don't have to be perfect to come in and be a coach. You just have to be someone who wants to change your life, who's interested in helping other people, who's interested in being more than they are right now. You know, it doesn't matter if you're at your perfect body weight. All that matters is that you are leading by example and you're being there to motivate and hold other people's hands. Because I've seen coaches that still have a lot of weight to lose, aren't at their goal weight, and build really successful businesses because it all depends on the connection that you have with people. And my kids are up. Do you see live moment? Yes, sweetheart. And with that, I'm going to give it over to Rosie and put myself on mute.
Hi, guys. Good evening. So my name is Rosie Caston, and I am a wife and a mom of 3. So I have a 3.5-year-old boy and a 2-year-old girl and a 6-month-old boy. And this has been a long journey for me. And for me, it's been very much a journey of the heart and mind, as well as the physical also. But this for me has really become an opportunity for me to serve my family and to serve other women, other moms, other wives. And I'm really passionate about it and I'm excited about it. But it wasn't always that way. I know Audrey, I started working with Audrey and doing some challenge groups and trying to work out. When I first started, I guess when I first got married, I think I started with P90, which is like a very basic workout program. And I started it because I was married and I wanted to feel good about myself. When it came down to it was 10 years ago. Now this is 10 years in the making. I lost my father to lung cancer, and when I was in college, and it was a time for me, a really dark time, a really low point in my life. Before then, I was always very happy, very joyful. Just was in everything. I was an overachiever. Everything was wonderful. And at that point in my life, everything sort of crumbled around me. So, and very, I guess, outward signs of that, right, were my relationship with food, my relationship with exercise, my relationship with myself, my relationship with God, all sort of crumbled around me. And it was a journey that for a good number of years, I really have struggled with. And even today, it's something that I can look at and say, wow, like I have work to be done. I still have of times of struggle. And I think that's the beautiful thing when Audrey says, you don't have to be at your goal weight. You don't have to be perfect. Who's perfect? Any of you guys? Darlene, Audrey, are you perfect? We're not perfect. And I think that's what makes us relatable. Because when we are speaking to other moms, when I'm talking to them about, oh my gosh, having 3 kids, 3 years old and under, trying to wrangle them, trying to get them all out so I could drop my son off at school, trying to feed them, trying to keep them alive at the end of the day. Like, it's crazy. And it's hard. And there's some days where I'm like, yes, like super mom. And there are other moments in that same day where I just want to crawl under a rock and cry. And I do cry because it's hard. But what's been beautiful about being part of Beachbody, and it's something that I never thought I would ever do, is that it's become a community of support for me, a community of accountability for me. And it's given me an opportunity to take what was really a struggle for me and to transform it with God into something beautiful for other people. And that's amazing to witness and to see the process of it. And so Darlene and Audrey are further along in this business than I am. I just came upon my 1-year anniversary of actually working this business. And I have goals and I have dreams, but it's a work in progress. And as are they, as are all of us, as we are as moms, as human beings, right? And so I love more than anything to be able to talk to a mom and see how she's struggling, but how, she got her workout in and how good she has felt after that in that day, how she had a victory of what she ate that day and how good it made her feel. Maybe another day where, oh my gosh, like I had a slice of pizza, like it's okay. Like we're all a work in progress. Like what's the point, and we're here to celebrate life and to enjoy with our family and friends, but it's all in moderation. And to be able to talk about my own experiences and struggles and to not be perfect, and to be with them and walk with them. I mean, that's fun and it's a joy. And I get to serve my family also because I get to help the bottom line, right? I get to help provide money for groceries or to pay off debt, try to work on that debt little by little, right? So we all have debt, right? And to work on that, to eliminate it, right? So there's an awesome hope to being a coach. And there's an awesome gift to being part of this community of support and accountability. And it helps us become who we are. I feel that way. That the more that I, every kind of step forward I take in this business with these other beautiful men and women that I work with, the more every day I'm becoming more of who I am. The more Audrey's becoming who she is. The more that Darlene is becoming who she is. And I think that's a thing because that's what we're looking to become. And this has been really a gift and opportunity that I never thought that it would be to become that, to be able to work towards being more of who I am, to be more confident, to heal that relationship with food and, with working out and exercise, to heal that relationship with God, with myself. And so, so that's just a little bit about who I am and where I'm going and the hopes and dreams that I have moving forward. Now, how do I, as a wife, a mom of 3 kids, 3 and under, do this? and that's a thing that I'm actually excited about talking about because I'm not perfect. And I don't have it all 100% together. And I think that's where perhaps you can relate. And I remember at the very beginning, Audrey would be like, what do you think? Are you going to start working this business? Like, you've got it. You could do this. And I kept saying like, no, I'm not ready, Audrey. I'm not ready. I'm not ready because I'm not at my ideal weight. I'm not ready because I'm, if I want to do this, I want to be like all in. I want to, and I'm not ready to do that. There were so many points where I was said that I'm not ready. And then I found out I was pregnant with my 3rd child. And then I was like, oh no, I'm definitely not ready. How can I start my business when I'm pregnant? Like, what are they going to see? Like, I'm pregnant. Like, they're not going to see me losing weight. Like, and then I really thought, and I prayed about it, and I said, no, like, this is the point. Like, we're never going to be ready. We're never going to be ready. And so I just decided, you know what? I'm going to jump in with all my imperfections, with all of, you know, how do I balance this all with morning sickness? I mean, I just jumped in and it was the best decision that I made. Because every day is not perfect. And I'm going to tell you my ideal day. And some days I get it and some days it doesn't happen. But this is life, and we keep pushing forward. And it's just like our fitness journey, right? It's just like our nutrition journey. You have an ideal, right? You have a number of containers you're supposed to have a day. You have your workout that you're supposed to accomplish that day. And maybe it doesn't pan out exactly as you planned, but the ability to keep moving forward and to keep consistent and keep progressing, that's what your fitness and nutrition journey is about. That's what the business is about. As a coach, and that's what life is about. And so, so my ideal day is, which is quite funny when you have a newborn or an infant, or you have morning sickness, or you're pregnant, or is to be up at 5 a.m. So the other day, Jojo woke up at 4 a.m. So I was up. So I was feeding him at 4 a.m. And then, you know, so again, it's not perfection, but I wake up at 5, I feed Joseph. 5:30, I work out. I get a half hour workout. I spend a little time editing my workout video, kind of thinking about a morning post to share with you all on social media. I hop in the shower. I get to church, or I spend time praying with some scripture, or with a book or devotional that I'm reading. Did I get my shower in there? My shower fits in there somewhere. I've got it down to about 7 to 10 minutes to shower and get ready. And then I do some personal development. So for just 10 minutes a day, I read something about to build my leadership skills, or you know, just something about to change my mindset and perspective, to keep me moving forward, to keep that fire, you know, fueled. And then by 7:30, 7:45 is when it all starts. Mom mode is in full effect. So the kids are up. There's breakfast. There's changing diapers. There's more feedings. There's getting out and getting backpacks and getting out to school. My oldest is in a preschool program twice a week. And I have to take all of them with me to drop him off. So in the snow, in the rain, whatever it might be, whatever the weather is, right? So getting them all out, then trying to run an errand before I have to go pick him up. In there somewhere, you know, when I drop him off, I try to go live and talk to social media, talk to you guys for a few minutes. And then pick up my son, then come home and have lunch, make them lunch, clean up. There's nap time. And there's rest time, because my oldest, sadly, just recently gave up his nap. But we have rest time, and we'll sit and read a couple of books, and maybe I'll put on a little something on TV during that time. I clean up, I prep dinner, I meal prep. I have my shake somewhere in there usually, because it's like the 3 p.m. slump. So for me, like, that's when I have been having my shake, which has been working very well. You know, making dinner. Getting all this stuff done. In there, occasionally, you know, I'll try to respond to, you know, especially during nap time, a couple of conversations and things like that I've been having with people. And then after dinner, it's, you know, this is the mom day, right? Does this sound familiar to you? It's, you know, getting them to bed, and bath time, and cleaning the house, doing dishes. And then I take a breath, have a little coffee, which I just recently found keeps you awake a little in the evening, which is actually good, because I'm usually an early sleeper at night, which actually was one of my excuses not to do this, because I'm like, I can't stay up at night. I'm exhausted at the end of the day. Aren't we all? But then I sit down and I I work on my business. And working on my business is really just building relationships with people and checking in with those challengers that I get to hear, like, I lost 4 pounds this week. I lost 5 pounds this week. Like, I lost 6 inches. Like, what? You know, you got to see this picture, this before and after picture. Like, just, you know, or, you know, I struggled. I ate everything yesterday. Like, help me. And I love that. I get to do that. And I get to talk to you guys about coaching. You know, I get to find new recipes and things to motivate my challengers. I get to talk to people about this business opportunity. And I try to get to bed at a reasonable hour because then I have to do it all over again. And every day is not perfect. You know, last night I actually had a wake to go to. So that was a hard night to come back and get some things done. And I stayed awake and I tried to work a little bit. And then there's also time with my husband, which is really important to me, to find a balance, to be able to spend time with him, to put him first, because if our relationship is good, then our family's relationship is good. And there's always a temptation because there's so much to do that you forget sometimes to just be. And so it's learning balance and together. And that's the cool thing about community, because we're all in this together. Like, we're all facing these struggles. And so all of this as being a coach, I think has taught me that we don't have to be perfect. We're not perfect, but it's progression, and it's the ability to be in this together and to work on this together. And that's been really great for me. So I don't know if that was that it? What else should I share? Anything else, Audrey?
It's crazy because I'm listening to you and I'm like, that sounds like such a hectic day. But the truth is that when I think about what I used to do before, and when I'd come home from work, I would just spend a lot of time watching TV.
Yeah.
Like a lot of nothing. And on top of like the eating badly, like you just felt like in a slump all the time and in a bad mood. And now, like, as busy as we all are, I've never felt more alive in my life. Can you guys?
That's really it. No, that's I think really it. I think that, you know, the nutrition and the shake. Oh my gosh, Shakeology. I was just talking to someone about this. Yeah, that it has absolutely pivoted my energy and kind of like just laying off of those like really heavy carbs and refined sugars and all of that, like, which I used to eat all the time because it's quick. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I literally am a different person.
Yeah, it's amazing. And so on top of the community and how you feel, how it's good for you, it's like the things that Beachbody gives you is also amazing. I shared a little bit about being able to pay in cash for trip for my family. Darlene, can you tell us about the Success Club trip? So every year Beachbody sends you on a trip, a free trip. Can you tell us about what happened to you there last year?
It was actually the point where everything shifted. In all honesty, when it not only for my business but also for my family, because you know it was the first time that my husband went, and you know him seeing how Beachbody actually just like lavished all the coaches, and we were on this cruise ship that it was only Beachbody, like the entire boat was only the coaches. And, you know, we were wine and dine because of what we do day in and day out. We, you know, helping change lives and most probably saving them as well. And, you know, at this point, it was when we went and he was telling me, he's like, wow, this is like a legit company. Like you, it's like a corporate America, but for fitness. And I was like, yeah, like it's amazing, right? And you know, there's so much you could do. There's so much potential. There's so much growth that after we came back, he was like, you know what? You should take this really serious and go full force because, you know, you can make it. You can make it big. And it was a turning point, as not only for my business, but also for my family. I was able to then, you know, quit my full-time job and do this from home and, you know, be present for my kids. Like I'm able to take them to school. If I get a phone call because one of them is sick, I could just pick up and go because I make my own schedule. Like I could literally say, okay, I'm gonna, you know, stop my business right now, and I'm going to pick it up as soon as I take care of them. And I'm able to today is a perfect, scenario. They got out of school early. I was able to go pick them up. It was parent teacher conference. I took the early slot. I didn't have to say, can I come in the evening because I'm working and I have to take the train to then come all the way down, from downtown all the way where I live. It was literally, I'm taking the first slot for both of them. And, I was in and out. And then I came back home and got back to work again. So they do an amazing job. The reason why I joined this company was because, to me, they acted like the company I was with, and it was all about the employees. It was about taking care of us so we could go out there and take care of others. And that's hands down the reason why I say this is, if I'm going to do this, this is the company I'm going to do it with, because they know how to do it and they do it right.
Yeah, so those are just some of the incentives. We get paid 25% commission off of everything that we sell retail, on top of bonuses for helping our team grow. And they send us gifts every month. We get a yearly trip. We're getting ready to go to the Hard Rock Hotel in Punta Cana in a month. Next year, we're going to Mexico, Riviera Maya.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really nonstop.
And the training they provide, it's just not like you're thrown in. The corporate actually comes and does training on how to get better in your business.
And also, if you come into our team, we are an elite team, meaning that we have a track record for success. Our new coaches are some of the most successful coaches in the entire company when they come in, because we have a system that will put you through, and we provide support to teach you the ins and outs of the business as far as you want to take it.
Like when you go to a job, you go through training, right? Same thing here.
Yeah, like going to school, actually,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But this opportunity you do have the opportunity to make a 6-figure, there are even 7-figure income earners in the company. It's all about the amount of work that you're willing to put in. So if this sounds like something that you're willing to give a shot, and there's really no regrets, like you get a 30-day money back guarantee when you sign up. If this sounds like something you want to give a try, which you absolutely should, then reach out to the person that invited you to this webinar, and we're looking forward to welcoming you to the team.
So exciting.
Mm-hmm. If you guys have any questions below, post them and we'll get back to you, or the person that invited you to this video will get back to you. But thank you so much for joining us, and we all have to get to our kids now.
Mine are sleeping.
Oh, mine are going wild.
Mine are still... All right,
Mommy
guys.
life.
Mommy life, but we're making it happen.
That's right.
Making it happen. All right, girls, have a good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.